Welcome back to Giant Monster Games. My name is Adrian, and we are playing some more Blue-Black Infect. And, this is the wrong thing. There we go. Hey, check it out. We won the die roll. No, wait, we lost the die roll. So we're on the draw. And this is keepable. I think we can keep this. Three lands is a little bit heavy for an opening hand here, but I think it is going to be perfectly fine. We have Icky Claw near, because he has Icky Claws. Quest for the Flame. So we're playing also, by the way, I'm playing this match. I played the last one in tournament practice because it was super cool. I wanted to play against some bigger decks, but I also want to play this less competitive Infect deck against some more interesting decks, hopefully. By interesting decks, I mean decks that are not top tier. So we are, ooh, Livewire Lash. That's very exciting. I think what we do is we run out a swamp, let our opponent guess what we're playing, and then run it to our opponent. Oh yeah, and I was saying Icky Claw. I'm going to call him Icky Clawmere from now on because his claws are icky. They're covered in blood, it looks like. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Instead of calling him, I don't know, whatever, however you pronounce that word. Yeah, so we're playing in the Just for Fun area of this game just because I wanted to see if there's some, I find that if you're playing in the tournament practice area, you're generally playing against top tier decks. If you play in the tournament, or if you play in the Just for Fun area, you tend to play against some pretty interesting decks. So, like, people's weird, fun homebrew stuff. Which I think is awesome. And my Magic the Gathering is doing something weird. Okay, well, there we go. I'm like, what am I doing? I think... So this guy here, what is he? Tap, deal 1 damage to each opponent. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery, does other stuff. I could kill this guy, or I could just run down this thing right now. I think we do that. I think we're going to run down the Icky Clawmere. Obviously, we could Victim of Night this thing away. But at this point, I don't think it's going to be worth it. I think we can do some other stuff better. By other stuff, I mean we're probably going to throw Livewire Lash out and then play probably Distortion Stroke. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. I want to play Livewire Lash next turn. That's for sure. The one downside of Livewire Lash, I mean, it's really cool. Don't get me wrong, but Livewire Lash is it's cost 2 to play and then cost another 2 to equip, and then you get to start doing all the cool stuff with it. But just getting to that point can be a little bit painful. So yeah. Also, what exactly? So he's gonna do 1 damage to us. I could probably always yield to that. Oh, this is whenever you deal damage to an opponent. Oh, sorry. I thought this was a different one. So this is whenever a source deals damage to an opponent, you put a quest counter on it, remove 4 quest counters from it. If a sorcerer you control deal damage to a permanent, it heals double that damage instead. Oh. That's pretty fun. So he can basically use this thing. So he's going to aim basically... Oh, so he's going to do a bunch of ping damage. Get the quest counters on this thing. And then aim to blow up our face really quick. With like a big spell of some sort. Is this any source of damage? So it would remove 4 quest counters from it. So what do we think? Take 4 damage? I think we take 4 damage. We can't let our opponent have... I don't think we can let our opponent have a Vexing Devil. Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of fun. This is a fun little combo. So our opponent's basically aiming to do a whole bunch of extra damage right now. And then basically trying to do double damage from something or other. So he's going to basically stack up 4 counters on these things really quick. And yes, I should probably always yield to these things here. This is kind of fun. I'm kind of interested. It's like a different twist on the like burn deck. So we're playing this guy here to like stack up a bunch of damage really quickly. And do we let him get the Vexing Devil? If we let him play the Vexing Devil, we save ourselves on damage, which saves these things a turn, which means we can actually... Victim of Night it away and not play other stuff. So, yeah, we'll take the damage. We'll take the damage. These guys are going to get counters on it. He's going to double the damage on something real quick. We are still 2 turns away, by the way. 2 turns away from actually being able to go off and do stuff. So, yeah, double the damage on whatever he decides. So, whatever damage is dealt to a permanent or player this turn, deal double damage instead. So, next turn, in theory, if he plays a Lightning Bolt from his hand, he can sack both these things and have it deal 9 damage, which is a thing. That's totally a thing. I think we kind of have to Victim of Night this thing away. I think that's kind of what needs to happen here. So that guy cancel. We're going to do it on our opponent. Actually, no, we have to do it on our turn. So we're going to do it on our turn for sure. So, yeah. I think we go this way. So, it has to be like this. And we could... Playing Mutagenic Growth is really risky right now. We could, in theory, play Distortion Stroke on this guy, making him slightly bigger. I guess that's what we'll do. I would love to like play Distortion Stroke on Livewire Lash with the Livewire Lash in play, but we don't have a Livewire Lash in play, so we're just going to go the slow, old-school Infect route, even though Livewire Lash is an amazing route to go. So, yes, run that out. I'm trying to like rationalize, like, how do I play against this deck? Like, what does our opponent have? Does he have... If he's a 4-damage spell right now, he can stack both these things and deal, what, 12 damage to us. So, yeah, that's a thing that happens sometimes. And this is this turn, right? Is it remove 4 quest counters. If any source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player this turn, it deals double damage to the player instead. So if he has double bolt, he can sack these guys, and both bolts we're going to get double damage. So he drew a land. We get to play this for rebound. We're going to throw this onto the Ikiclaw Mirror here. So there you go. You get +1/+0. We awesome if we had, again, Livewire Lash would have been amazing, but we didn't have Livewire Lash. And he's at 2, we can get it, what? So he's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not enough to kill our opponent. So we will... Oh no, we totally have enough. Because we can also play Distortion Stroke again. So we should be able to take our opponent out. Let's go for the kill. Let's go for it. If he has something to deal with our guy, then that's a thing that happens. And so swinging in. He isn't responding. So we're going to make this guy bigger. Yes, we're paying the life. And then we're going to Vampire's Bite it as well. Vampire's Bite. Just regular, like. We could have technically played it with Kicker. Oh, no, we don't have. You have to pay the Kicker cost in addition. You may pay it in addition. So we could have paid 4. So there's us winning game 1 against what could have been a very, very tragic time for us. So let's go to sideboard. We're playing against Burn. Okay, what do we have against Burn? Well, I mean, this is one of the few times where all of our life gain stuff is actually really good. Hand of the Praetos, you come out. 2 Mutagenic Growths come out. Not because they're not good, it's just because we can only pay life for them, so they're like super risky. Technically, Apostle's Blessing is also risky, and actually we're going to take out all of them because I'm less worried about our stuff dying because we have a lot of extra creatures in this one. Because usually, like the normal Infect deck has very few creatures because there's a lot of ways of protecting them. Where now in this deck we're running more creatures. So yeah, I think what do we have? We can run 3 more spells. I think we just run in like actual dispels because everything he's playing is basically instant speed if he's doing some burn stuff. So yeah, I think this is what it's going to be. Submit it back like that. So as I was saying, because most of the green stuff has a lot of like protection stuff, and because we don't have green, we don't have a way of giving our stuff hexproof. We just have a way of buffing. So we're basically running more creatures rather than more protection spells. So it's a trade-off. It's a trade-off that it has been working so far. I mean, the deck has been performing as well as I could want it to. This is... If we get another land, this is really good. I think we're going to keep it. I think we keep it. We're on the draw as well. So we have technically 2 turns to draw into more stuff. So we'll see. We will see. So we're playing against a weird burn deck. Ooh, Vexing Devil. See, the thing is, I don't think Vexing Devil, my personal opinion, I don't think Vexing Devil is worth playing unless you're also splashing black to play, what is it? It's the black-red thing card where you can like return a creature from your graveyard when you play it out of your graveyard. Livewire Lash, not the land we were looking for. Yeah, so Vexing Devil, I mean, Vexing Devil is good, but you need a way of recurring it out of the graveyard. And there's a lot of really good ways of recurring it out of the graveyard. So, yeah. I feel like you could probably do like a red-white style deck and use stuff like Relica, not Relica, ooh, what? Another one? Okay, well, that's the thing that happens. Do we pay? I guess we have to pay. We don't have any way of killing it. So we are going to take more life. There you go. Paying for more life. So, I mean, that's pretty rad. 8 damage per opponent. The big thing, reason why I say it's not worth playing is because you give your opponent the option to choose whether they want to take 4 damage or you get a creature. In this case, we're saying, okay, we're going to take some damage. Lame sauce. Lame sauce indeed. In this case, we're choosing to take damage rather than let them have a 4/3 creature. But if we were like mid-game, we might say, okay, well, we'll just take the damage. We'll take the creature so we can kill it. So yeah, our opponent has all of the fire, and I think we're gonna pitch mutagenic growth. It's too risky right now. Too risky. And we are waiting literally for something to play any of these creatures. We need one more land. Ooh, yeah, that's not good for us. That's not good at all. Nope. Okay, well, one more land. That's what we're looking for. Land? No, Distortion Stroke. Well, maybe I got greedy and kept a one-lander. That may have been what happened here. In any case, I think we pitch the Icky Claw Mirror. Icky Claw. Get out of here, Icky Claw. No one likes you. Because you're one of the weaker cards in this deck. It's actually not one of the weaker cards. I guess it's like in the middle. It's like a middle range card. There's like definitely, like, this guy's good because he's unblockable. The flying guy's good because he's unblockable. Was that going to be 3, 4, 5 damage? Ouch. That hurts. If he has one more bolt, we are done. One more bolt is all our opponent needs to take us down to game 3. Which is fine. Yeah. I mean, playing the... Okay, by the way, just going back. Ooh. That might do it as well. Oh, he didn't kick it. So he brings us to 1 life. Which means we need to draw into... I don't think we can draw into anything. There's nothing we can draw into. There's the land we were looking for, but it is too little, too late. Alright. Scoop it up and go to game 2. By game 2, I mean game 3. Yeah. Anyways, as I was saying, this deck is fun. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, hey, Infect's not really a super competitive deck right now. And I would agree with you. Infect is not super competitive right now. I think we're leaving the mutagenic growth, actually. Yeah. I think we just run it back like that. Infect is, I agree, in Modern right now is not a super competitive deck, which is not the end of the world. But if you're playing this deck as a, more of a casual deck, you're playing with friends, you want something that's... Do we keep another one-lander? I want to keep another one-lander. Yeah, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna be greedy again. Yeah, but if you're playing this deck a little more casual, then it's good. It performs well. If you're playing against again, people that are just not playing the most top tier decks, then yeah, this deck does perform very well. It does what it's supposed to do. It wins games. It is an Infect deck. It's actually an Infect deck that your friends might say, okay, it's fair to play against this deck. Sweet. Now, we have 2 options. We can either run down one of our guys, or we can duress our opponent. I think running down guys is actually probably a better bet. And I really think running down Flenstermite is actually the better bet in this choice, because we're going to force him to use one of his bolt spells to get rid of it, which is really funny. Because it has lifelink, so our opponent is going to have to deal something with it. So, opponent deals damage to our face. I don't know if he realizes this guy has lifelink. So, yeah, all of our buff spells make it so it is going to be better. Much, much better. So, we'll see. Yeah, anyways, as I was saying, we're digressing. I feel like I keep getting off track because I'm, like, reacting to the game. Like, oh yeah, this is what we're doing right now. I gotta talk about this. I gotta talk about the lightning bolt he just played. No. Anyways. The deck, if you're playing more casual, if you're a casual player, this is a perfect deck for you. And that's kind of why I wanted to build it, because I didn't want to just build the, like, here you go, it's the top tier mono green Infect deck, which is easy, and there's like 7 other deck techs for it out there. So I'm like, not really necessary. I guess we'll swing in for 1. I guess. And then I think we're just going to start running down more creatures. So write down like Blighted Agent and or Icky Claw Mirror. It's not actually Icky Claw, by the way, for anyone still wondering. I think I said this like 6 times now. You guys aren't even asking that. You're like, I understand the joke. He can't pronounce Ikra Clawmere, so he's calling it Icky Clawmere. And just because I would like to make it so our guy doesn't die, we'll make him indestructible so he can take damage but not actually die from it. Yeah, check it out. Rush of Vitality. Saves the day. And I get a +1. He gets +1, so I get 2 life. Woot and woot. Guess who's the fool now, opponent? You are. You are the fool. And there we go. Ship it to our opponent's turn. Rush of Vitality. This card actually, because I tested a whole bunch. So when I was building this deck, a little bit of a deck techer insider here. When I was testing the deck, I had 7 or 8 different like pump spells or protection spells. Because there's a lot of options in black. That none of them are like amazing. So I tried out a whole bunch of different ones. And Rush of Vitality, I originally was like, it's okay. It's +1, +0. Indestructible. That's it there. So he has to burn 2 bolts, or two cards just to get rid of this one guy. Super funny. But I was originally like, Rush of Vitality seems okay at best. And then the more I played it, I was like, actually, no, Rush of Vitality is actually everything I could want. Okay, we're going to run this guy down. And then we're going to duress our opponent. Just because I'd like to see if he has more stuff in hand. I probably should have duressed first, to be honest. That's actually a misplay on my part right there. I misplayed. Should have dressed first because he could theoretically bolt this guy. Theoretically. Maybe. At this point as well, Livewire Lash is going to be good to get down because it gives a +2/+0, so we can swing in for more damage. So we'll see. If we draw another land would be rad because we could literally play a Livewire Lash and then throw it onto a Blighted Agent, all within the same turn. All within the same turn. Amazing. And here our opponent goes Shard Volley. Sack a land in addition to it. So 3 damage to our face. Opponent goes down to 2 lands. Which I guess for burn isn't like the end of the world. And he has... Ooh. Destroy target artifact, smash the smither, deals 3 damage to target artifact's controller. That is definitely something I want to get rid of because that's all I have in my hand is artifacts right now. So, please get rid of that. Smash to smithereens. I haven't seen this card actually, this card art before. That's very cool. I like that. I like this card art. And Rampant Ruins. I mean, technically it's 2 damage once you get to the late game. Unfortunately, our opponent is sitting on a bunch of extra land, which is unfortunate for him. Our turn. Ooh, Plague Stinger. Plague Stinger's fun. We're going to go for Livewire Lash, though. As much as I would love to play any of these guys, getting the Lash down means we can make this guy, get this guy a 3-0, rather than swinging for a couple 2-2s. If we had another land, we would play by both, but we don't have another land, so we're not doing that. Okay, swinging in for 1 damage, putting our opponent to 3 poison counters, which means they are now 1... Oh, and I forgot to swing in. I thought I clicked, okay? I thought I clicked. It happens sometimes. We give our opponent 1 more turn to see if they can right the wrong that is Infect. See if they can need them to work a little bit harder at the salt mines, is what we're saying here. Get more salt. Ooh. Okay, well, he's burning spells now, just taking out my creatures. Mind you, I have 3 creatures in hand. So that's the thing. Tarfire. Interesting. Ooh. Well, let's play the Flestermite again. He seems fun. Lifelink is always nice against burn. And then, because we don't have another land, we ship it to our opponent's turn. Next turn, we're going to throw Livewire Lash on this guy, assuming he doesn't kill this guy as well. At this point, I mean, our opponent's basically out of gas. He's sitting on... Do we let our opponent get the Vexing Devil, or do we take 4 damage? I think we can just take the 4 damage. I don't think we... We're in a good spot. We're 12 life left, even though taking damage. Yeah, we just don't let him have Vexing Devil. If we let him keep Vexing Devil, then he has blockers and stuff, and it gets all for us. So let's not go there. Okay, Livewire Lash onto this guy. Paying 2 generic black mana, not red mana. Our opponent's playing red, not us. I don't have colorblind stuff. Okay, come on. Get out of here. So, swinging in 4-3 damage of the Infect variety. We gain those 3 life back, so we gain life back from this. And the nice thing about Livewire Lash is our opponent can't get rid of this creature without taking 2 more Infect damage. 2 more poison counters. So, for me, that's pretty rad. Okay. I mean, I understand what our opponent's trying to do here. He's like, gotta get a creature under the table. And I'm just like, no, I'll just take the damage, thanks. Thanks. I think Infect, especially this version of Infect, is really it's a bad matchup for our opponent's deck. So he's playing a kind of a twisted version on Burn, which is kind of fun. It's a neat version of Burn. And I think we got our opponent here. Okay, okay. Go to combat. Swinging in, we're going to play Vampire's Bite on this thing, which will do 2 damage from the Livewire Lash, and then making it so it's a 6/6. So there we go. See what our opponent has to do. Go to blocker, see if our opponent has anything. He apparently has nothing. So casting it. Bam, bam. Flestermite deals 2 damage to our opponent, which is going to be Infect damage. Bam, and bam, and bam. I just keep hitting the bam key until the game is over. Until next time, my name is Adrian. This has been Blue-Black Infect. We're back at the screen already. Until next time, don't forget to game like a giant monster.
Thanks for watching the videos here on Giant Monster Games. If you want to support the channel directly, we now have a Patreon page which you can go and become part of the broader Giant Monster Games community. Additionally, if you want to see some other awesome videos, you can click right here or right here.